Hello YouTube, this is the Moreman82 here. This is the first video in a series of videos that I'm going to call upcoming builds and or projects. A few things coming down later on that are things that I've thought of and that I want to build on my own. This project came about because I do a lot of scrap metal and I also do have a small engine repair business. So I move a lot of tractors around and broken down small engines. Some of the things I don't fix, I just strip for parts and I send the rest to the scrapyard. I don't know if you ever tried to move a lawn tractor with 4 flat tires. It's very hard. It's hard in the back. And I thought it'd be a fun project. I can't really afford to buy like a forklift or anything like that. I suppose I could use a lawn tractor with a chain that can drag, sort of like a tow truck that can drag some things around. But I thought of this project. Essentially, it's going to be made out of a snowblower, a gearbox itself with the engine, and the front end will be cut off. The bucket will be cut off of it, and so the pulley will be left there. The pulley that mainly drives the auger system will be left. And I am going to use that shaft and run a hydraulic pump using something like this configuration. I'm going to add a steel plate and everything. And hydraulic pump, which I'm going to fabricate some sort of pickup system, and with a grabbing claw, as you can see here. And the hydraulic pump will run 2 cylinders, one to just lift and lift slightly and drop slightly. It's not going to be like a forklift where it's going to lift up and down this way. It's just going to be something that I could lift, go underneath either a lawn tractor or just about anything, and just lift it off the ground and transport it. And this grab unit, which is this right here, is a side view, which is gonna consist of 3 sections, and then there's gonna be some sections in the center to make it stronger with some teeth there. I'm going to use that to just grab scrap metal or lift things around the house or whatnot. Initially, I was going to try to use the track system from a track snowblower, but as the project drawings progressed and I ordered the smallest cylinders I could get, I saw that it was going to be have to be more heavy duty than initially thought. So I'm gonna essentially build the track system from scratch on my own. This will be the configuration where I'm gonna have 2 wheels. I'm gonna use rear lawn tractor steel wheels and modify them, put some sprockets on. Have a sprocket in the middle, double chains, so it'll be very strong. So I'll have a sprocket here, a sprocket there, one medium-sized sprocket in the middle of the drive shaft, and I'm going to run it some chain. Of course, I'm going to have to build some sort of frame for it. In the back, I'm going to probably lengthen that so I can actually sit down and act, or I can act as a counterweight in case I lift something very heavy. I'm going to try to make it that the tracks are forward to the front, so if I do lift something up, the back end won't tip forward. The front end, sorry, won't tip forward. And I'm going to put a trailer insert so I can actually drag some things around the yard, my trailers and things like that. And the track system is going to be a big project because I'm going to individually have track plates made up, and I'm going to weld some, make a V out of some pieces of metal, probably just angle iron, which will be an inch off the ground, so this thing will bite hard in the ground, and it'll be super heavy traction for it. So that's one of my upcoming projects. Again, this project depends on money, obviously. So the more you guys watch my videos, subscribe, the more money I have, the more cool projects I can do like this. And earlier I can actually start with this. I have ordered the cylinders and a hitch insert for it, and I do have a hydraulic pump. I will show the parts in it for that. in a later video. As for the engine, it'll be some sort of a 10 horse. I have a used snowblower for that, but as for the engine, I have some ideas here, which will essentially it'll be either a 10 horsepower because it's going to be hard on the engine for running the hydraulic cylinder and running the track system. I'm going to add a fan up here right where the shroud is that works off of the shaft. I'm going to insert a pulley there which will run the fan, which will blow extra air through this, and I'll make some kind of a housing so the air will go right through and cool off the head of the engine, because this engine is going to work very hard. And then at the end here, I'm going to put a oil cooler, which will be hooked up to the oil filler stick that's inside around here. Most engines have the oil filler stick right here at the inside of the block where the pulleys come out here, where the shaft comes out. I'll have a small electric pump going, and which will pump the oil from the bottom and cool it and pump back in. Just to keep I mean, I don't want a super horsepower or anything, but you know, every little bit helps. Another idea I had is to build the side of the shroud so it goes through here and blows some air directly into the filter so I can get more horsepower. But I don't know about that because more air is going to require more gas, so I might have to fiddle around with the set screws and drill the jets a little bit bigger to compensate for the incoming air. This I don't know about yet. This is a project for, hopefully I'll be able to get started soon. I've been accumulating some parts, you know, the engine, the snowblower, the fan I already have. I will show you the parts that I have for that later, just so give you an idea. But that's essentially it. So it won't cost me that much. A lot of it's used parts. The only new parts there are the cylinders and probably, you know, the sprockets and stuff like that. But the rest is going to be made from scratch, and it's going to be usually scrap steel. So you know, I'm on a budget, so I'm not going to go out and buy steel for this. Try not to actually go buy some steel for this. But anyway, so this is one of the projects that I'm going to be working on soon. So again, if you like this video, comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, just put them in the comment box, and I will answer them as soon as I can. This is the Moorman 82 signing off.